If the last book was sponsored by the word bastard, this book is sponsored by the phrase kill yourself.
Thomas the Tank Engine. Dear Christopher, here's your friend Thomas the Tank Engine. He wanted to come out of a station yard and see the world. These stories tell you how he did it. I hope you liked them because you helped me to make them. Your loving daddy. Thomas and Gordon. Thomas was a tank engine who lived at a big station. He had 6 small wheels, a short stumpy dick, a short stumpy boiler, and a short stumpy dome.
Whoa!
He was a fussy little engine, always pulling coaches about. He pulled them to the station, ready for the big engines to take out on long journeys. And when trains came in, and the people had got out, he would pull the empty coaches away, so that the big engines can go and rest. He was a cheeky little fucker too. He thought no engine worked as hard as he did, which was technically true, so he used to play tricks on them. He liked best of all to come quietly beside an engine dozing in the siding and make him jump.
Hi Gordon, you smell. Fuck off.
Jesus Christ, you silly little thing, you scared the girl out of my tender. Be off with you.
Alright, cheerio!
He would laugh rudely and run away to find some more coaches. One day, Gordon was resting on a siding. He was very tired. The big express he always pulled had been late, and he had to run as fast as he could to make up for lost time. He was just going to sleep when Thomas came up in his cheeky way.
Wake up, fat face! You smell, and you're lazy, and you look like skeleton bones or something, I don't know. Do some hard work for a change. Maybe you'll lose the weight.
And he ran off laughing.
Idiot.
Instead of going to sleep again, Gordon thought how he could bait Thomas out.
Oh, I know. I'll take him to the harbour and dump him in the sea.
One morning, Thomas stayed up late, so he wouldn't wake up the next morning. It was nearly time for the express. The people were waiting. They were also complaining, but the coaches weren't ready yet. At last, the driver shouted so loudly at him that Thomas woke up.
Thomas! You gotta wake up, lad!
But it's like 2 in the morning, man.
Come on!
It was 9 a.m.
I think you're 12 hours off, Thomas. It's 2 in the afternoon. You gotta wake up.
Oh no! Oh dear!
He yawned. The coaches said,
"Where have you been? Where have you been, Thomas? You're late!"
Thomas fussed into the station where Gordon was waiting.
Poop, 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 poop. Hurry up, you.
Said Gordon crossly.
Beep, beep, beep. Kill yourself!
Said cheeky Thomas.
Why? Of all the... First he doesn't show up because he's got a hangover from drinking too much last night, and now this.
Oh, you can't blame me, there was tons of Coca-Cola!
Well, yes. Kill yourself, eh? I will kill you, little Thomas.
And almost before the coaches had stopped moving, Gordon came out of the siding and was coupled to the train.
Whoop, 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 whoop. Get in quickly, please, everybody.
So the people got in quickly, the signal went down, the clock struck the
We
hour.
have a tank engine to violate.
All waved his green flag, and Gordon was ready to start. Thomas usually pushed behind the big trains to help them start, but he was always uncoupled first.
Come on.
So that when the train was running nicely,
Move forward.
he could stop and go back. This time he was late,
Pull harder.
as we already mentioned. And Gordon started so quickly that he forgot to uncouple Thomas. Actually, who wrote this? How can you forget that?
Poop, off we go.
Said Gordon.
Beep, beep. Okay, go on harder. Go harder. You won't. Do it, no balls. No coupling rods.
Come on.
The heavy train slowly began to move out of the station. The train went faster and faster. Too fast for Thomas. He wanted to stop, but he couldn't.
No. Wait.
Beginning to regret your choices now. Your life choices, hey, little Thomas. Hurry.
My ears, man.
can't get away! You can't get away!
laughed the coaches. Poor Thomas was going faster than he'd ever gone before. He was out of breath, and his wheels hurt him, but he had to go on.
Of course, I'll never be the same again. Please.
I certainly hope so.
At last they stopped at the station. Everyone laughed to see Thomas puffing and panting behind.
Look at that stupid shit on the time catching out there.
They coupled him, put him on a turntable, and then ran on the side out the way.
Oh, little Thomas, you cheeky little bastard, eh? Now
Fuck
you know
you.
now you know what it means to have a hard dick and to work hard, you don't you? Hmm?
Poor Thomas couldn't answer. He had no breath. He just puffed slowly away to rest and had a long, long drink at the pub. He went home very slowly and was careful afterwards never to be cheeky to Gordon again.
I hope he kills himself.
Thomas's train. Thomas often grumbled because he was not allowed to pull passenger trains. The other engines laughed.
Oh, you're too impatient, Thomas.
They
You
said.
little bastard. You need to learn to slow down and calm down. You're gonna leave something behind.
That's a load of poppycock, and you know it.
It's not.
Shut the fuck up. You just wait. I will show you. I will show all of you. Just watch.
One night, he and Henry were alone. Henry was ill. The men worked hard, but he didn't get better. Now, Henry usually pulled the first train in the morning, and Thomas had to get his coaches ready.
Wait a second. If Henry is ill, perhaps I shall pull his train.
Thomas ran to find the coaches.
Come along.
He fussed,
Oh my god, there's plenty of time!
grumbled the coaches. He took them to the platform and wanted to run round in front at once, but his driver wouldn't let him.
Don't be impatient, Thomas.
He said.
Wait until everything's ready. You'll be signaled off when it's time to go.
So Thomas waited and waited. The people got in. The guard and station master walked up and down. The porters banged the doors, and still Henry didn't come. Thomas got more and more excited every minute. The fat director came out of his office to see what was the matter.
Hello. What's going on here?
Then the guard and station master told him about Henry.
What sort of incompetent pricks do I have working for me? This is a railway. We've got plenty of more engines. Just find another engine.
There's only Thomas.
They said.
Well, here. You'll have to do it then, Thomas. Although you're entirely unsuited to the job, of course, but modern problems require modern solutions, I guess. Be quick now, eh?
So Thomas ran around
Yeah.
to the front and back down on the coaches, ready to start,
Don't be impatient, Thomas.
said his driver.
Like I just said 2 seconds ago, you gotta wait till everything's ready.
But Thomas was too excited with his ADHD to listen to a word he said. What happened then, no one knows. Perhaps they forgot to couple Thomas to the train. Perhaps Thomas was too impatient to wait till they were ready. Or perhaps the driver pulled the lever by mistake. Anyhow, Thomas started. People shouted and waved at him, but he didn't stop.
Oh, thank you. Wow. They're waving at me just because I'm such a lovely, jubbly engine. I know. Yeah. My phone number is number 1. My non-existent phone number. Yeah, hit me up. Yeah. Yeah. This is easy peasy. This is just like pulling a single wagon. Hurry!
He puffed,
Oh,
pretending to be like
wow,
Gordon.
that was grand. Oh gosh.
As
Oh
he
wow.
passed the first signal box, he saw the men leaning out, waving and shouting.
Oi, you there, you stupid little...
Oh, they're so pleased to see me. Ooh la la. I know. I'm
We
so
hate
cool.
you!
I know. Fuck off. Oh yeah.
Kill
so cool.
yourself!
You too. Love you too, bro. They've never seen me pulling a train before. It's so nice of them to wave and shout. Thank you. I appreciate it.
He hurried on, but then he came to a signal like danger.
Fuck. Now I have to stop, man. Just when things were going so nice and smoothly too. Like,
And he blew an angry peep peep on his whistle. One of the signalmen ran up.
What the hell? What the actual hell? I don't get paid enough for this, you know. Here, Thomas.
Yes.
What the actual hell are you doing here? You're a yard shotter, aren't you?
Am I not allowed to pull a train? Is it because I'm a tank engine? Are you being racist to me? Are you discriminating me right now?
Oh my god, I can only repeat myself. I'm not getting paid enough for this. You pulling a train?
Yes.
If you're pulling that train, I'm the Empress of India, you know. Where the fuck are your coaches?
Well, they're right behind me. Oh. No.
Yeah, you don't feel so great now, do you?
Oh, fuck off, fuck you. No.
God, how can an engine and his crew be so damn stupid? Here, you better go back quickly and fetch them, huh? The coaches, I mean.
Yeah. Okay.
Poor Thomas was so sad, he, quote unquote, nearly cried.
Cheer up. Yes. I don't want to listen to you crying the whole journey. Go back and we can try again, I suppose. I mean,
Yeah,
what are we
you
going to do?
better.
Then, you know?
One sec.
And you, driver, how the fuck did you manage to do that, eh?
I assumed Thomas knew what he was doing.
Oh, yeah, trust your engine, alright, eh? Mucking up my schedules and all.
Ah, fuck off. It's only one engine. We're only at the mouth of the yard anyway.
At the station, all the passengers were talking at once. They were telling the fat director, the station master, and the guard, and whoever else of the railway staff was there, what a bad railway it was. But when Thomas came back, and they saw how sad he was, they couldn't be cross.
Look at the poor retarded engine. He can't do anything about it.
Fuck
It's not his
you!
fault.
Thank you.
So they coupled him to the train, and this time, he really pulled it. Yeah, actually, I can't believe it myself, he actually did it, I don't know how. But for a long time afterwards, the other engines laughed at Thomas and said,
Look, there's Thomas. He wanted to pull a train, but he forgot the fucking coaches.
Kill yourself!
Thomas and the trucks. Thomas used to grumble in the shed at night.
Oh,
I hate pushing these coaches all the time, man. Like, I can never do my own thing. This is pure bollocks right here. I can't be doing this anymore. I can't be shunting for you muppets all the time. I want to see the world, you know. I want to go out of this yard. You know, I basically almost did yesterday when I was pulling the train for like first time, first try, and it was perfect, right? No mistakes, no fails, no problems, no nothing. And I just can't do this.
The others didn't take much notice, for Thomas was a little engine with a long tongue. But one night, Edward came to the shed. He was a kind little engine and felt sorry for Thomas.
I've got some trucks to take home tomorrow.
You told him?
If you take them instead, I'll push trucks in the yard. And coaches. I'll push them both in the yard. That'd be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, yes, it will. Thank you, Edward. Thank you so much. See, what? I don't understand why you're never used as much. I mean, you're still used, but you know.
Because I have crippling depression, Thomas.
Oh, I see.
So they asked the drivers next morning, and when they said yes, Thomas ran happily to find the trucks. Now, trucks are silly and noisy. They talk a lot and don't attend to what they're doing. They don't listen to their engine. And when he stops, they bump into each other screaming.
Oh! Whatever is happening?
And I'm sorry to say, they play tricks on an engine, Thomas, who is not used to them. Edward knew all about trucks. He warned Thomas to be careful, but Thomas was too excited to listen. The shunter fastened the coupling, and when the signal dropped, Thomas was ready. The guard blew his whistle,
Come on, Thomas.
and Thomas started off, but the trucks weren't ready.
Oh, wait, Thomas, wait.
They screamed as the couplings tightened, but Thomas wouldn't wait.
Come on. We don't have all day to dilly-dally. Come on.
And the trucks grumbled slowly out of the siding onto the main line. Thomas was happy.
Come along. Let's have some fun. Let's talk. How do you guys have missuses or anything?
Shut up, do your job.
Oh, are you fucking balmy?
They clattered through stations and rumbled over bridges. Thomas whistled. And they rushed through the tunnel which Henry had been shot up. Then they came to the top of the hill where Gordon had stuck.
Steady now, steady.
Warned the driver, and he shut off steam and began to put on the brakes.
Okay, we're gonna have to stop now. We're stopping.
No!
Answered
Whoa.
the trucks.
Whoa.
Ain't that
bumped
bloody
into each
good
other.
life!
Wait, no, not again! No!
Kill him!
And before the driver could stop them, they had pushed Thomas down the hill and were rattling and laughing behind him. Poor Thomas tried hard to stop them from making him go too fast.
Stop!
He hissed, but the trucks wouldn't stop.
Go on!
They giggled in their silly way. He was glad when he got to the bottom. Then he saw in front the place where they had to stop.
Oh, fuck, what shall I do? Please, Audrey, please be on my side. I don't even know who you are. Please be on my side. Please, I do not want to end up fucking dead. Like, I don't know. Please, don't kill me. Please, I want to stay alive.
They rattled through the station, and luckily the line was clear as they swerved into the goods yard. Groaned Thomas as his brakes held fast and he skidded along the rails.
Oh, I must stop. I got to stop.
And he shut his eyes tight. When he opened them, he saw he had stopped just in front of the buffers. And there watching him was the fat director.
Oh, fuck.
Now, what are you doing here, Thomas?
I can explain, sir. So funny story.
You betcha.
You know how Edward was supposed to take this train, right? So
Yes.
basically, right? Edward, right?
It's
I
Edward's
took
fault.
Edward's trucks.
It's all
Oh,
Edward's
it's
fault.
all Edward's fault then that you came in so fast as well, I suppose.
I mean, I wouldn't say it's his fault. I mean,
It's all Thomas's fault, sir. He was the one messing with all the trucks.
Yeah, I see how it is, You haven't pulled trucks before, have you?
Actually, yes, I have. I literally built this railway.
No.
Why, you cheeky little liar. When you came here, you were still in LBSG green.
No,
Which is a
I
stupid
was kidding.
livery, but still.
No, don't slap me, please.
Have a lot to learn about trucks, little Thomas. I can
sibling
tell
got
you,
fucking
they are
downloaded.
silly things and must be kept in their place. Come to think of it, they're not as dissimilar to your engines sometimes. But after pushing them here about for a few weeks, you'll almost know as much about them as Edward, I fancy, yes. Then you shall be a really useful engine, I'm sure, because you haven't been one before.
My siblings will be fucking dead, and you're making jokes about my death. I see how it is, sir. I see how it is. Well, I hope you choke on some tea and crumpets, respectfully. Now implode.
Thomas and the breakdown train. Every day the fat director came to the station to catch his train, and he always said hello to Thomas. There were lots of different trucks in the yard. Different ones came in every day, and Thomas had to push and pull them into the right places. He worked hard. He knew now that he wasn't so clever as he'd thought. Besides, the fat director had been kind to him, and he wanted to learn all about trucks as to be a really useful engine. I wish the youth was like that nowadays. But on a siding by themselves were some trucks that Thomas was told he mustn't touch. There was a small coach, some flat trucks, and two queer things his driver called cranes.
That's the breakdown train. When there's an accident, the workmen get into the coach and the engine takes them quickly to help the hurt people and to clear and mend the line. The cranes are for lifting everything like engines, coaches, trucks, the fat controller, his wife, and your mother.
Wait. Driver, two things. What is a mother? And two, would it take both cranes to lift the fat controller?
Yes.
I see. I'm not surprised, to be honest.
Yes.
One day,
Actually, it only takes one crane to lift the fat controller. It takes two to lift his wife.
I see.
one day, Thomas was in the yard when he heard an engine whistling.
Oh, for Christ's sake, help!
And the goods train came rushing through much too fast. The engine, a new one called James, was frightened. His brake blocks were on fire, and smoke and sparks streamed out on each side.
Oh my god, I'm going to fucking die, and on the first day on the railway as well. They're pushing me, they're pushing
He
me!
panted
Holy shit!
after the trucks, and still whistling.
What, for God's sake, why doesn't anybody help? Help!
Poor James disappeared under a bridge.
You know, I'm actually quite bored. I have nothing to do. I think that I should be a lovely role model and teach those troublesome trucks a lesson.
Said Thomas the tank engine. Presently, a bell rang in the signal box, and a man came running.
James is off to land. Your breakdown train, quickly!
He shouted. So Thomas was coupled on, the workmen jumped into their coach, and off they went. Thomas worked his hardest.
Hurry, hurry, hurry. No, this song's boring. Let me think. We're no strangers to love. I hope that poor black thing, black engine isn't hurt.
They've held James and the trucks at a bend in the line. The brake van and the last few trucks were on the rails, but the front ones were piled in a heap. James was in the field with a cow looking at him, and his driver and fireman were feeling all over him to see if he was heard.
You pervert!
It's alright, James. It's not your fault. It was those stupid designers back at Manchester. They gave you those wooden brake blocks. It had a stupid design. It looked like wooden cocks instead.
Thomas pushed the breakdown train alongside. Then he pulled the unhurt trucks out of the way.
Oh dear!
They groaned.
Oh, shut up. Kill yourself. You fucking suck.
Puffed Thomas crossly. When the men put the other trucks on the line, he pulled them away too. He was hard at work puffing forwards and backwards all afternoon.
You see those wooden planks you wear? You know, the things that your face is on? Yeah, I'm gonna use that as fucking coal. I'm gonna use that as fuel. I'm gonna eat you. I'm gonna fucking eat you. I don't care. I'm tired. I'm hungry.
He told the trucks, and they answered.
Please don't eat us!
You are like chips to me. All I need is some fish and I will be set. With a set of fish and chips. With a lovely set of fish and chips. And it will be quite delectable and scrumptious. Thank you.
Hey Thomas, didn't you know I actually have fish and chips here in the cab? Let's stop right here on the main line, break Rule 55, and we'll just, we'll just have a lovely supper of fish and chips.
Left the broken trucks and mended the line. Then with two cranes, they put James back on the rails. He tried to move, but he couldn't. So Thomas helped him back to the shed. How nice of him. The fat director was waiting anxiously for them.
Well, Thomas. I've heard all about this predicament, and for once, I am very pleased with you, I can say so. You're a very useful engine indeed.
Oh.
Now, James, yes, sir, you shall have some proper brakes and a new coat of paint. How would you like that? Very much, sir, thanks a lot. And you, little Thomas, you shall have a branch line all to yourself. Are you fucking kidding me? The tank engine gets a branch line?
Oh, sir!
Said Thomas happily. Now Thomas is as happy as can be. He has a branch line all to himself with no mainline engines around. and puffs proudly backwards and forwards with 2 coaches all day. He's never lonely because there's always some engine to talk to at the junction.
Well, it's not going to be me, I can assure you that. I should have gotten that branch line.
Edward and Henry stop quite often and tell him the news. Gordon is always in a hurry and doesn't stop, but he never forgets to say,
Pub, pub, hello, you cheeky little thing.
to little Thomas. And Thomas always whistles,
Kill yourself!
in return. One
Why
night,
did the other engines sound so gay all of a sudden?
so Thomas waited and waited. The people got in. The guard and station master walked up and down. The porters banged the doors, and still Henry didn't come. Thomas
That
got,
line sounds stupid.
The porters banged the doors.
And still Henry didn't come.
Thomas got,
Hey, yo.
the next one makes it worse.
Thomas got worse. Thomas side is crazy.
Don't ruin this for me, for God's sake.
Thomas, calm down, buddy. Calm down, buddy. It's not that time right now.
I can't stop. Won't stop.
That's the breakdown train. When there's an accident, the workmen get into the coach, and the engine takes them quickly to help the hurt people, and to clear and mend the line. The cranes are for lifting everything, like the engines, coaches, trucks, a fat controller, and his wife.
I see.
One day,
Does it take both of them
And
to
don't
lift
forget
the
your
controller?
mother.
Shit.
Does it take both?
Why did
cranes
you
to
say that in
lift
the
up
first place? The engines, coaches, trucks, the fat controller, his wife, and your mother.
Driver,
You want me to redo it one more time?
yes.
Wait, so wait a second. So when Thomas is running light engine, he thinks it's like pulling a wagon. So running light engine is actually harder than running light engine.
Huh? That does make sense. Running light engine is harder than running light engine.
Oh?
Yeah.
and
Well, okay, to be fair, Thomas is so fucking large that it probably makes sense.
he's the size of a Jinty. He's not that big.
Have you seen any Lloyd, you've seen pictures of E2s.
Will, the E2s
He's
are
massive.
Will,
These things are long.
let me tell you. Actually, first a J50 sometimes is longer by a few inches, and the E2 just looks.
That's what she said.
The E2 just looks large because all the other Southern engines are tiny as fuck. It's like putting
Small.
it's like
Skinny
putting
weeny
Jinty
weeny.
next to Nino and saying Nino's fucking tall.
Wow.
No.
Okay,
Wow.
to be fair, Nino is tall.
Yeah, but in comparison to
Nino
other
is-
people, Nino is
Nino is
average.
Nino isn't tall.
Nino's
I'm
average.
taller than.
He towers over me and Chris.
Yeah, because we're short.
What?
We're
How small are you?
5'9".
Like 5'10".
Oh Jesus.
How tall are
I'm like-
you?
I'm like, I don't know exactly in Imperial, but
Well,
I think I'm like,
tell me the metric. I'll easily do it.
I'm 1.90, so like
1.90.
6'2" or something.
No, it's not. It's more
I'm
like
5'5".
6'3" to 6'4".
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
He's German. That's normal. That's why Jinty is short.
Wow.
Will this be in the outtakes?